beat from the St Kilda football.
Brilliant play, Robert Harvey, onto the right foot.
Healy gives him good support after Robert Harvey, who's inside 50. He chips away a goal and he's kicked.
What a game he's played, and a perfect delivery. Trianides into Harvey. Robert Harvey, here's the class act.
As we see Mitchell now to Harvey. Harvey with beautiful change of direction.
Isn't that cool?
Stops, comes back. Right.
Since 1924, when Geelong's Karji Greaves became the inaugural winner, the Charles Brownlow Medal has honoured the fairest and best players in the league. It is football's ultimate individual award, and the honour roll of winners encapsulates the very greatest to have played.
It's not going to even make the distance going in towards the forward pocket. It's hooked back, picked up by Smith. Smith marches through to goal.
Where once the medal was presented in the privacy of the league's boardroom and then on the ground on the first week of the VFL finals, it's blossomed into the night of nights on the AFL calendar, a glittering occasion when the elite rub shoulders, where champions of the past and present are honoured. The first Brownlow medalist, Geelong's Karji Greaves, was a centre man. He'd set the stage for so many to follow.
And that concludes the counting, and as I think most of you have realised, the winner of the Brownlow for 1989 is Paul Couch. We'd like the winner to come to the stage to be presented with the Brownlow medal by the Chairman of the VFL Commission, Mr. Rob Oakley.
Here's a chance for Buse. Over to Couch. He's kicked it. Over to Buse. Buse to half forward. It's a mark to Couch. Oh, he doesn't want to do too much of that. He could reverse it. Couch has gone wide. He's got a loose man. This is Tim Darcy. They run well out of defence, Geelong. Couch has had a good quarter. Bairstow again has gone wide. Couch having a picnic. Great game by Bruns. Out wide to Couch. This is danger. Paul Couch from 70 metres, the long kick, Exel in front.
So in front, Flanagan gets the tap down. Now a struggle for possession. Couch onto the right foot, now onto the left, and Couch gets clear. Pushed off the ball by Lovett. Chance now for Couch again. He gets through pretty easily. Handballs it wide to Buse.
Flanagan's hand pass onto Bruns in the mud patch, just one of them. Out comes Couch. Not a bad kick under these conditions, down to half.
Hughes can't gather the football, tries a palm out towards Eishold. Here's Couch again, finds space, off to Morgan, back to Couch, great football Cats, and Couch gets Geelong out of trouble.
The ball is punched away. Craig McGrath coming off the ground for Fitzroy and Ross Thornton on. Here's a chance. Paul Couch from 30 metres, puts a goal and slams it through.
And Bairstow has a man unmarked at centre wing. Guess who? Paul Couch. He'll get nearly 50 possessions. Likes it off the left boot.
Pressure on Melbourne now to just keep the Geelong skill in touch. Kick by Hughes. Chance for Couch. Couch's long kick is a goal.
Out wide for Couch, and Bruns is also there. Couch comes inboard. Well played, Paul Couch. Big chance. Lindner. Oh, what a capture!
Kick towards full forward. Melbourne mark. Lyon, no, play on. Geelong get clear. Couch threads his way through and the Cats out of trouble. Couch's kick out towards the wing. White.
Well done by Gaffer. And the umpire said holding the ball. Will he pay the advantage? He is going to allow it to go under Couch. Couch sets it up for someone to take a mark. Hocking at the back.
Thumped away by Mark Boss. The Cats at the fall of the ball through the agency of Couch, who goes straight down the ground. Beautiful kick, could almost be a score. Bounces
through for 4 points. Great kick, Paul Couch.
The Brownlow medal produced a minor upset. Brian Wilson, who'd been rejected by Footscray and North Melbourne, became the first Melbourne player to win football's top individual award since Don Cordner in 1946. The 1986 Brownlow medal produced a shock result and a tie when Hawthorn's Robert Di Domenico and Sydney Swans centreman Greg Williams polled 17 votes each to share the award.
The 70s was the era of the champion ruckman, and over a decade, 5 of them would win the medal.
Nicely there by Adamson. Adamson's left footer is towards centre half forward. Johnny Gill battles with his opponent. It comes away from Britt, picked up nicely by Thompson, a dominant player on this stage. He gets it once again, tries a hand pass, goes to Mackay. Mackay dodges, caught, but gets his kick and boots it down towards centre half forward.
The Black and Whites are playing excellent football and have been in attack all the time. Here's their kick now, just across the centre. Robertson should take the mark, got in front off his hands to Croswell. Croswell is the best Carlton player so far, but they haven't had many. Oh, that was Thompson trying to run through Jackson. It was a charge and a free kick to Jackson. Hear the roar
Of Carlton.
Thornley in back pocket, then out in the direction of Crane and Greening. They jostle for position. Crane front position, almost took it. Nicely picked up by Wayne Richardson's kick number 6. Thompson's underneath it and takes them.
Done as he gathers the ball in nicely. Sends the kick skimming forward up towards Thompson and Mackay. Mackay in front, but Thompson's manoeuvring. He can't trap it. Mackay comes to it again. Thompson comes back. Well done, the big fellow. Hooks the ball in short. It's coming across here to Max Richardson.
Mark is taken by Dunn, who is one of Collingwood's best. Dunn has a beautiful kick on the run, and look at that drop kick go. He hasn't put a foot wrong with these so far. That's a 65-yarder. It beats the pack at the half-forward line, picked up by Thompson. He'll run into the goals with a left foot snap and misses.
As his name was announced, the big fellow shed a tear, and nobody in the room or watching it at home cared one little bit.
1975 Brownlow medal to Gary Dempsey.
The flank position. Moss takes the mark there. Moss breaks away from Muir. Oh, Parks and Muir clashed over there. There goes up with Saru, and Moss has taken the mark. He very quickly gets it over to Walsh. Low trajectory kick right into the goal square. Up they go, and Moss has taken the mark. There we see Moss. 10 metres out. And it's good. His hands, but out comes Moss. He's got the ball now. Have a hand pass. I believe towards Roberts to snap the goal. Let's see what he can do with this one. The kick.
The Victoria Football League has the greatest pleasure in presenting to Graham Moss its proudest individual trophy for 1976. The fairest and best player in the Victoria Football League of the Essendon Club, Mr. Graham Moss.
Best of them, Graham Teasdale again.
Oh, look at that magnificent
greatest thrill I've ever had in my football life and my life, anyway. But the name of the game in football is to win premierships, and unfortunately we didn't do it in '77, and Collingwood and the Collingwood supporters have been waiting for 21 or 22 years for a premiership, and to me, although this is wonderful and I'm really honoured to receive it, I think that I'll just be forgetting about it and get out on Saturday and try and get best on the ground on Saturday.
The pressure on Gumbleton now as he drives it up to the two of them. Gumbleton gone for the punt, the ball's got it, now he's at the mark, he's paid it, I thought so. Here we go now. Fires, and he's put it through, and the Magpies have hit the front for the very first time in the 1977 Grand Final, coming at the 3-minute mark of the third quarter.
That Magpies now to move deep into attack again. By golly, they're looking dangerous. Down towards Moore. Can't mark the ball. Well raised by Dunn. Can he break clear? Croswell's there for North Dolman. Out it goes towards the half-back line. Danger again. Max Richardson. Handball out towards Moore. Moore 30 metres out. Snap shot by Peter Moore. And he's put it through. That's his fourth. The Magpies move to an 8-point lead. Keenan, Moore from behind. Barry Castle, in fact, taking a Rene Kink. Handball by Kink out towards Shaw. It's going to be dangerous. North Dolman. Shaw 30 metres out. Bangs for goal. And it's pretty close. I'll tell you what, it's done.
Ball to come back into play. It'll be Keenan and Dunn. Down to Bond. He gets a hand pass. Out to Magro. He's grabbed. He snaps for goal. Up towards Moore. And there's a go for Moore. He fires. Oh, and he's put... Can he get the distance? Don't think he has. And he's off target for a start. Oh, Moore's got the mark. How was that for a beautiful mark? Here he comes. Peter Moore. Kicked 4 goals last week. And he's put that one through, and that makes a bit of difference. He doesn't know what to do with it. The hand pass is over now. As we see the ball driven up by Manasseh. Looking there for Moore and Gumbleton. Moore's got his hook to it. And believe you me, they should have been looking for this guy for about a quarter of an hour ago. The only way Collingwood can succeed today is try and get it up high to this big guy. And he grabbed it all the way. Gumbleton far too short, and he's grabbed the mark. They're 36 points down. Moore already kicked 1 goal. He's only about, it wouldn't be 30 metres out, about 25 metres out from goal, just about directly in front. You can see the goal square in the background. The kick is okay, I'd say. And it's a goal to Collingwood, a badly needed one.
Away he goes, down in the Moore direction. Moore again! Hooks it in towards Peter Moore, and Moore marks! He should drift around quietly, he does. He's kicked a goal.
2 captains shaking hands now, Fitzpatrick and Moore. And both all going over to Don Jolly, because he's the boy that will toss the coin. There it goes. Especially made coin for the grand final tossing. I think Moore won the toss and decided to kick to the right of the screen.
Not surprised, Lou, standing down there, I noticed that the wind definitely was favouring the main scoreboard end. Taylor from centre half forward should be able to land it in or near the square. He's looking for Moore, of course, who's in front, and then he got the mark. He should be able to get this one through. 2 marks in the space of about 3 minutes to Peter Moore at full forward. Let's see if his conversion rate is a little bit better here. It does play to play in front, because that's where he's got those 2 marks, playing in front with the same 2 players.
Surprising though, Pete, that one doesn't get in front and one behind.
Moore kicks truly this time and puts it through for 4 points. His first goal.
Peter Moore became only the 2nd man after Ian Stewart to win Brownlow medals at 2 different clubs. The Melbourne Ruckman polled 24 votes to win by 3 from David Cloak.
Players down there, though. Taken by Brown. Stub shot by Barry Brown. I think he's put it through. Going away, swinging. No, it's there.
Kick it long. Only way he can go. Barry Rounds there setting himself and takes a good mark, Barry Rounds. Up here looking towards Peter Moore, who's now on the ball, but there's Round again with a beautiful mark over the top.
Fitzpatrick underneath it. One-handed job from Barry Round.
There's more. Round takes it over the back, has a shot for goal, kicks it, he's kicked it. He's dobbed it.
Into the ball, up towards the full forward position. Roberts can't mark from behind. There's Round, gets out of it like a rover, snaps over his shoulder. Oh, it's a brilliant piece of play there.
Kick it long with a torpedo punt kick right down there looking for Reynoldsson. He's up high, but a good mark taken there by Barry.
The Swans swing into attack again towards the 10-metre square. Bandahar over the top, all looking for the mark. Round off the ground for a goal. Goodness me, Round again, can he make amends? Step over the head, and he's done it! Great play!
Another one coming over to Bernie Evans, a short pass. Oh, Andrews has missed it. A hand pass back there from Reid over to Round. Another goal to the Swans. Oh, they're running away from Essendon at the moment. And he's going with the ball now with Pert. Oh, he's got it! Oh, what a mark to Bernie Round! Oh, what a mark! Looking for Brady, got his hands, but there's a chance for Barry Round. He's kicked it up the ground, he's got a goal! Goal! There, I told you it was a great kick.
In round 16 of 91, 150 in a row and round 1 of 94. And today, the record to Jimmy Stynes. A great story.
The first couple of minutes have looked all right. Well played by Jimmy Stynes. Somerville probably the better tap ruckman, and Stynes probably the better player around the ground. There's Stynes kicking a bit of turnover because they were often running the Bombers. Now if they can pick up another one, it'll just put a little bit of pressure on Essendon.
Littlebeck, who has a roving commission between half forward and half back, it would seem. Stynes has kicked. Burbacock punches. A kick for that. Hopgood. Stynes underneath it. Clear of Barnard and takes the mark. Melbourne certainly not out of this. Their disposal would need to improve. That's better. Andrew Obst in front of Barnard. He'll give it back to Stynes. Squares the ball to Stynes in his record-breaking game. He'd love a goal here to put the D's back in front. A real 9-iron shot, and he's got it. And that's just what Neil Baum would have ordered at half-time.
Stynes works to the front and eventually wins a kick. How about that?
Glenn Lovett to centre wing. Stynes, the big hands go up. Stynes and Todd Viney. Stynes goes backwards.
The kick to it, and at half-forward area they could take control of the footy.
Here's Stynes at left half back.
Clever kick.
Yes.
Played games decided by less than 2 kicks. Oh, Stynes. Well, he's not as quick, but he's an athlete nearly in the calibre of Carl Lewis. I tell you what, he is fantastic the way he's adapted to this game.
Chips it up to centre wing. Oh, good bounce for Matthew Phoebe. Centering kick. Stynes the target.
Just too big, Jim Stynes. Too big on Tim Allen on that occasion. But Stynes just reading it a little better, holding his ground.
Kicks the goal. Lovell will take it at centre wing. Melbourne's used each other very well. Lovell away with a bounce. And another one. He can go a third. He does. Then chips it to Stynes. Good footy. They really set that up, Melbourne, didn't they? They worked the handball around. They created a loose man. And Big Jim, well, you wouldn't count him out from here. Got a great view of the angle. He's kicked 2 out of 2 so far today. Oh, make that 3 out of 3. What about David Neitz? 2 terrific goals this afternoon. Thanks to Pallett with the beer. He'd have a great act. The ball goes down towards half forward. Knocking it in front of O'Brien. Turley ridden into the ground. What's the call? Play on. Spills across to Phoebe. O'Brien, who's been in everything, to Stynes. His 17th possession. I think it's a goal. Here come the Demons.
1 point the difference here at the Wacker. Hines caught, loses the football. Peter Road gets the hand pass away. Big Jim can finish this off with an answering goal. He chips in towards full forward. Has it got enough? I think it has.
Ball bounces at centre half forward. Phoebe, that's Matthew Phoebe it was. And Rod Grinter leads out to take the mark. Kicked 2 goals today, Rod Grinter. And one of them at the other end. That's a play on call from the umpire. He has to go now long. And Steins, oh, easy as you like. Ken Sheldon won't like that. Goal. Kicked by the Irishman.
Good by Neats. Pickett at the back. Defensive work by the St Kilda defender. Lovely hand pass to Brown. Brown kicks it back to the wing. No one there for St Kilda. And a mark taken by Neats. That's his fourth mark, David Neats. Uze providing the lead up towards full forward. Still a chance there for Melbourne. Kick forward by O'Brien. It's going to be marked by big Jimmy Steins. But Jimmy Steins is pretty reliable in more ways than one, and he's put it through for Melbourne's second goal.
Rovers and ruck rovers of bygone years would be called on ballers today. The freedom to roam, to pick up kicks at will, and all under the umpire's constant eye have made them the ultimate vote catchers.
Kelly streaming out. Where's Lockett? Kelly goes for goal. He's got it!
Saints 7 points in front, halfway through this quarter. Oh, fantastic tap from Stafford. Off to Kelly, chips it, and just misses Lockett again. Back onto it, O'Loughlin. Back to Kelly. Super play from the skipper. Another goal to the Swannies.
Don't need me to tell you that they need the first goal in a hurry when the ball's dry. Kelly. Kelly's got it. Paul Kelly's kicked it. Nicks, a bounce, runs, kicks to half forward. Clever kick. Kelly's done really well here to get the run of it. Barges through. Can he kick it, Kelly? This'll be a beauty. Don't they love him?
This is Rose. Oh, just nudged him in the back slightly. Now, how will the umpire see that? He ducked the head. That's good umpiring to call play on. Well played by Kelly. He burst through the back. Still going, Kelly. On the left boot. He deserves a goal here. That is magnificent football.
It's inside the 50. Gray had it knocked away by Maynard. The dying seconds of the turn. Kelly, better in this corner from 45 metres out, has kicked the goal. One miraculous goal in this term. From 50 metres out, he gives it to his skipper, Kelly. Not out of bounds on the full this time. Maybe a winning goal.
Creswell chips to half forward. Kelly the target. Prescott with him. Prescott, who did such a good job on Buckley last week. Kelly goes for it, brings it back as a goal. Sensational, Paul Kelly.
From the throw in, Kelly a snap around his body. He's kicked the captain's goal.
Over the back, Crummell first back. Can't get hold of it. Great aggression here from Kelly. Here he goes. The bolt at the blue. Heads for home. He's gone for home and got it.
He stood up at last.
Certainly puts it to within scoring distance behind Lockett. Kelly, snapshot for goal. Looks pretty good.
Late, but almost got the mark. Here's Judd, and there goes Judd. He's gone. He's inside 50. He kicks the goal. He is a genius. He is the genius.
Hard lead comes from Cousins at 50. Embley goes around his man, now accelerates away. Andrew Embley steps inside Gene Syracuse, gets run down, just got boot to ball. There's Cousins, puts Cox under pressure. Judd from 55 will go himself. It's high and long to the square. Seaby getting back. Chris Judd on the run. Mark Seaby just watches it sail over his head. And the Eagles are in front.
Good work for great one-on-one going on here between Embley and Power. Power's jumping up and getting plenty of the football, has 6 possession, but Embley also now starting to really jump up for West Coast and give opportunities. And that goal from Judd.
Here they go again, Minson and Cox.
Oh, Judd.
It's a highlights reel. That is as good as it gets.
That, for me, is goal of the year. He has just come straight through the middle of that pack. No one else but Chris Judd has the ability to do this. This is unbelievable. Pinball stuff.
Despite the lack of space, no one actually got body on him, hand on him.
Cox threw it up to Judd. Couple of steps, gets a Shepherd and gets the goal. Clean, Chris Judd.
Luke Ablett has had a huge job, isn't it? It doesn't matter what you do, you'll keep as close as you like to a superstar like this guy. But you only need a metre or so, and he's going to hurt.
Spears the ball to Fletcher. The lead on by Lynch to the pocket, and Judd. He hasn't kicked a goal yet.
But he's delivering for Wayne. The gliding across the turf there was, I mean, he's just one of the most balanced athletes we've seen come into the game ever. The last time I saw a number 3 glide across the turf like that, I was watching Fox Footy Classic Quarters. And we're number 3 for the Sydney Swans.
Oh.
There you are telling there you are telling lies.
You are real. Judd, with all due respect, Jared, becomes West Coast's 16th goal kicker.
Throw in dangerous position. Cox and Noble down to Tuck. He's a clearance machine. Kick off the side of the boot. A one-on-one contest. Hyde and Braun at the forward 50 for West Coast. Hyde puts some pressure on. Chance here for Edwards, the first gamer, goes to the top of the square. Coughlin stood tall, couldn't reel it in. Dangerous position here for Richmond. Here's Judd, swoops, snaps, and goals! West Coast on the board.
Just over 3 minutes left in this second term. 8-8-56 the Eagles. The Tigers are 3-7-25. They trail by 31 points. Stafford is going to be the target. He's got him in his sights. Oh, what a grab by Judd. Read it well. Now Butler's down.
Staker, I think, KB.
Is it Staker or Butler?
That's Staker.
Could be Staker. And Judd just coming across.
Infield very close to the kick-off line. Chance for the Eagles to run on it if Fletcher can gather. He's got numbers forward. Look out for Ben Cousins. He comes charging through the front edge of the centre square. Can give it to Judd. He may get run down. No, he won't. He'll kick a goal. Great build-up from the Eagles. They hit back. Well, Chris Judd looked to be run down and just found another gear, glided away and finished magnificently.
You can just see when Cousins is going to give off. You just wouldn't normally give it to anyone in that position because Judd could have been taken out by 2 players. He was just unbelievable. Sticks his paw out, puts the foot down and kicks the goal. He is an absolute superstar, this bloke. He is fantastic to watch.
Staker has it 70 metres from goal on the boundary line. Under 6 minutes remaining, the Eagles by a point. High ball, lock and test, 20 out material, works to the front, and Judd's got it!
Now it's a tough angle, and the Tigers have got to make certain that they station themselves in a position so he can't run around because it is a pretty tough angle.
And no one's there yet. Now the experience of Wayne Campbell. He gets across. Asks the umpire for clarification on where the 5 metres is. Judd. Back on live play now for Judd. Switches and goals! That is absolutely brilliant.
Making Anthony Rocca's afternoon a tough one so far. Long ball. Fished from behind, came from Fraser. Dangerous this for the Bombers. Thomas thumps it to Buckley. The beautiful finisher, and this is no exception.
Well described, James. You just saw that when Nathan Buckley got the ball and he wasn't the last person with it, he had a time to sum up. That's an attacking punch and an angled punch back into his own forward line by Josh Fraser.
Big play, Jim. They had no
extra 2 steps with steady. You knew he was going to nail it.
Exactly. The punch back, when you look at it, no Essendon players at the front there.
Fops. Gets back towards the middle, intended for Buckley. Jason Johnson, quick hands away. McPhee too quick for the second hand pass. Johnson snaps it down towards full forward. Buckley can take it and go. Open goal beckons, and he pops it through.
Well, it's a very good player who can, or he's used to dominating in the middle of the ground, but and can then now go forward when things weren't working for him early. Buckley, that is against Heffernan, he's gone forward, and now in a low-scoring game, he's got 3 goals on the board. And when you talk about most valuable players, whilst he's probably been shaded in general play, he now shapes as one of the most valuable on the ground because goals are at a premium and he's found 3 of them. Good result.
Board very nicely to Holland. The Pies look okay.
And it's opening up all over the ground here.
Holland to Buckley. Stands and takes the mark very cleverly. The star has got 3. Goes for Rocker. Got it.
There'd probably be about half a dozen players in the league, this elite competition, who could have made that kick from Nathan Buckley then.
Isn't it going to come down with Buckley? It's quality of possession over quantity. He could stay in the middle of the ground and rack up 30 by the end of the day, but if he's forward and gets it 20 times... and
Fraser, here's a chance for Cloak running onto it. Didak brought down, still going. Magpies with Buckley, hooking a wonderful goal.
None of that was very pretty at all, but what they did is they just persevered, persistence, and kept the ball alive, which is exactly what you've got to do in the forward line. And Travis Cloak, a big man, we spoke about his work rate in that first half, but what he was able to do there was follow up. Didak, well, we know how dangerous he is, and when he's near the ball, what he does, there's usually 2 or 3 defenders that go to him, and that allowed Buckley to get that little bit of space to snap.
By Didak. Took on Chad Corns, brought down, great tackle. Kane Corns for Peter Burgoyne.
Top pressure from Collingwood.
Didak squeezes it out for Mercuria, goes to a one-on-one where Buckley's got it, and the skipper's going to kick his 3rd goal in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Didak wasn't working as far as goals were concerned, so they've pushed Buckley forward. He's resting down there deep. Didak pushed forward out to the half-forward and centre area, starting to get involved. And Buckley is doing the job up forward.
Clever kick by Didak. Yeah. Realised that couldn't handball it. Just a little chip kick to clear that ball.
The lead is 7 goals. The debate in the background of the Fox Footy microphones is Stuart Dew and Shane McInerney.
You can see here, great tackle by Chad Corns, but the pressure, Shaw, Didak back in there, little one. This is that little kick.
Yeah.
Just, didn't over-kick it. Knew he had a couple of players there.
Pretty handy kick from Didak as well.
Melbourne, S.Y. Woden, 3 votes.
Woden kicks to the front. It's a goal. It's a goal from Woden.
Maybe Anthony McDonald can do something. Kicks in towards Woden. Takes a strong mark. So far, just 1 behind for the quarter. Woden, 45-degree angle, guides it through for their first goal of the term.
Melbourne, S.Y. Woden, 3 votes.
Pumps the ball back, Rigoni. Point of the square. Woden again, he's got it. One of the best midfield players in the competition this season. He's been magnificent today. Can he finish it with a goal? He hammers it home.
Melbourne, S.Y. Woden, 3 votes.
Kick them wide. Steadying Woden. First goal of the match, yes! Rigoni, Woden rode the bump and kicked the goal. Great stuff.
Woden within range from 50. They need a goal, Melbourne, and this is it. Well shepherded away, and that allowed Nicholson to get clear and Woden. This is where they're so damaging, almost unstoppable. You'd back him for his fall. Shane Woden.
Melbourne, S.Y. Woden.
Cameron Bruce is being picked up by Andrew Embley. The two 32s on each other, and Bruce has kicked the last 2 goals of the game. Woden bursts out of the middle and burns off Cousins to kick another goal.
Melbourne, S. Powell, 1 vote. Melbourne, S.Y. Woden, 2 votes. Melbourne, A. Uze, 3 votes. And therefore I have much pleasure in declaring Shane Woden is the winner of the 2000 Brownlow medal.
Brad Scott, Craig Treleaven bends it back. Platten has been fantastic. 25th kick coming up. He's kicked 2. Or he's outside. He's got a kick 55 here from a set shot. He's kicked a couple from out there. And the crowd will erupt if he dobs this one. He's got the torpedo punt. Oh, have a look at this kick. Oh, what a kick, the little fella. On the siren. Oh, what a scenario. Game number 250. And he's kicked the top from outside 50. What more can we see from that little champ?
All due respect to John Platten, I don't think I've seen him kick a torp. That's a great kick. What a way to finish the game. Outstanding. And I must say full credit to Port for the way they fought back. They gave themselves a huge task, as you see the Hawthorn boys cheering Johnny Platten off, and justifiably so. But Port will just have to ask themselves what happened in the first half.
Pushing them to the limit at Subiaco. Not out of this match yet. Keane, a poor effort. Platten for number 3. And again, a goal that was barely there for him. But an absolute has got on. Could be too far. Kicks very high. It's fading away. Brereton and Dunstall. Now Platten for his first. So the Hawthorn Rovers get their first of the match. Platten's 20.
Free kick to Dunstall. He went down the ground with Danaher. Goal square job. Platten stays at the back, but it won't reach him. Oh, great roving! Over his shoulder. Beauty!
Again, looking for Blight. He's have a look at that bar. And he uses his pace. He drives with a big kick up toward the forward zone. Blight up to wasting no time in putting
the high-flying Malcolm Blight. The mop of hair first flew in the VFL in 1974. Blight had come to North Melbourne 2 years after he won the Magarey Medal, playing for Woodville in South Australia. He was a player of extraordinary talents, a match winner. It took a season for Blight to make the adjustment to league football, but from then on, the record book is full of Blight highlights, like June the 5th, 1976, when he marked just on the siren in the match against Carlton.
The siren's gone. Now Blight will have to take his kick. Now Blight would have to kick this. Oh, he'd have to kick it 85, 90 metres. But he's going to have a kick, all right. It's not over yet. Not over yet. What drama here at Princes Park. Malcolm Blight, it's a big kick. It's a murder's kick.
Up he comes. Smith kicks. He's going to get the distance. Accuracy. Right.
Good in there, battling away with 2 players, Reid and Griffiths. Griffiths with the ball. Kicks up here towards Barassi and Smith has marked.
It's trickling in towards the centre of the ground. Players being brushed aside. Smith.
From the half-forward flank, kicking towards the point Nepean goal. It's a high one. It's not going to even make the distance going in towards the forward pocket. It's hooked back, picked up by Smith. Smith barges through to goal.
On the stand side, the ball missed by Mackenzie. Over it comes to Howell. Howell tries a hand pass to Smith. Oh, Smith almost got unloaded too, but he's still going, the little fella. Little Ross Smith, he comes around here. Puts his bin in it, drives it up towards Howell.
He's just dropped right away to nothing now. O'Day kicks in. There's a chance for Collingwood to break away, but Smith and Minot interferes with Richardson.
Somerville, Lovell, under pressure from Denham. Hurd, has he done it? He has!
Could be very decisive. Fletcher out of mid-air, gains about 45 metres, almost to Hurd. Mercury to Hurd. He snaps, great effort. Goal!
Hurd, he's got it. Fantastic player, just floats across in front. Oh, he kicks a big bomb. What a kick from James Hurd! From a standing start.
Sean Wellman at centre wing. Into Denham. He can go further afield, but he doesn't use Pryor. He goes to James Hurd, and why not at centre half forward. Hurd will be kicking from 55 metres. Breeze at his back. He hoists it high. It sails on the wind.
Bassidi again. Bassidi to half forward. They've got a chance here. The Bombers. Captain James Hurd is marked a little less than 50 metres from goal, about 45 outside angle.
Well, it's just a beautiful pass there by Joe Massetti, who broke from Craig Bradley's tag.
Hurd's kick. It's the answering goal for Essendon.
Stolen by Long. Back to Lucas. Mercury is there. So to Caracella. Caracella into the open goal. Buggers away.
Not 10 metres. Barnes clever, and now Mercury. Mercury's 45 metres out to Caracella. Caracella in the pocket. He's a clever footballer. He's kicked it. What a great goal. Brilliant. Wonderful stuff to Mercury. The ball. Mercury's gone. Terrific tackle. Not Ping. Lloyd's going to kick a goal, and he does. It's a goal for Lloyd. Blumfield's been brilliant. To Hardwick. To half forward. Alessio and Simmons. Simmons, catches him. Gee whiz.
Barnes dropped another one in the forward line. Long, beautifully done. Blumfield gives it back. Johnson, Alessio, surely a goal.
Here comes Kevin. You could argue forever who is the best team of all time, but as Jason said earlier, this is the best season we've ever seen. Kevin Sheedy joins Dick Reynolds as the most successful club in over 100 years at this famous club, and they have won their 16th premiership. And is there a better story than James Hurd? Well, maybe Barnesy and Wallace get close.
South Melbourne's Fred Goldsmith could play at either end of the ground. When he won the medal in 1955, he became the first full-back to take the honour. Few key position players, however, have won the Brownlow.
Now, and Goldsmith put it through.
Just about all day. Carlton lead now. The business end. Towards Lockett. Second attempt. Play on is the call. Play on. No one's giving a free kick. Oh. Gee, that was interesting by the umpire. He was calling play on for a long time, so the tackle on Lockett, after he'd claimed the mark, was deemed illegal. Lockett, 30 metres out. He's kicking at his 9th. 9 last week. They need 9 at least this afternoon. It's good. The Saints are back in front.
Lamb to Sheldon. Off the side of the boot, Ken Sheldon. Might be all right for Daniels. He charges onto it, gives a great hand pass to Winmar. St Kilda a chance. Winmar looks for Lockett. Yes! Well, what a fairy tale this would be. Tony Lockett can win the game and bring up his 10th goal.
How did he mark that?
Well, I thought Winmar had done the wrong thing. I thought he should have kept going and had a ping at the goals.
43 seconds left on the clock. Possibly the last chance for St Kilda. They trail by 2 points. Tony Lockett.
Well, great stuff, St Kilda. They're showing a lot of courage, a lot of character today. 3 seconds. Ball up. She's all over. The Saints are going to win it. St Kilda have won. They've won by 4 points. Jubilation at Moorabbin. What a game of football.
Probably a game by Boise Landis in the goal square. Can North Melbourne mark it? That's a mark for Glendenny. He's got a chance to win the game. He's only about 15 metres out, dead in front. And this will be too late for Carlton if he kicks this goal.
31 minutes have gone. Glendenning has already kicked, 2 goals.
2 goals, 3. He's going now for his 3rd goal. Can he put it through? He fires.
I think he has.
North Melbourne in front again by 4 points at the 31-minute mark. Beautiful play as he takes the ball away again from centre-half back. Drives it out wide. The mark here to Glendenny. He gets away from Pickett. He boots the ball long towards the goals. It could be a goal. It's a beautiful kick. What a magnificent kick, a goal.
Burn back towards the half-forward line. Glendenning. Long shot for goal. That's a beautiful kick.
Driven up there by Collingwood again. Good play by Glendenning. Runs to the half-forward. A long shot for goal. It's a magnificent kick. That's a goal. Taylor's kick is over the half-forward on Glendenning again. He's been a star since Wiedemann left the ground. A long kick. Look at that for a kick. It's 100 metres. And a goal kick ball by Good. Deep into attack, the long drop punt. The Eagles, I should say, had a fine mark taken by Glendenning. Got it to Langdon, down towards full forward, Glendenning. Ross Glendenning, kicking at his 2nd, a mere formality.
Goes very, very long. It's a monster kick. Glendenning. Ross Glendenning for number 3.
Right on the boundary line, Hart. Pulls it back across the face, Glendenning.
Lockyer threads it out the back to Glendenning. Number 4. Yes.
In the first 5 years of the Brownlow's existence, Melbourne's Ivor Warren-Smith would become the first man to win the medal on more than one occasion. And in 1935, Fitzroy's Hayden Bunton became the first of 4 players to win it 3 times.
messed it up. Golly, you don't often see that. He's a magnificent kick, this fellow, but in comes Skilton. Here's danger for Essendon. Skilton snaps at the big one. He kicks it. It's going to the edge of the goal square. They set themselves plenty of Footscray defenders there. Siddolds gets it across to Skilton. Here's trouble for Footscray. Skilton manoeuvres around. He kicks. Beautifully done.
The ball with his boot. Comes through. Hainan tries to get it. It's punched away. Picked up by Skilton, who's really livened himself up in this early part of the last quarter. And look at that.
Was nowhere near balanced when he had the shot. McGuinness now is going for the knock. The tap comes to Skilton. He was quickly tackled, but he's breaking away nicely onto the right.
Kick out towards the flank there. Skilton in and marked. A hand pass, an awkward one. Sees it shot right up forward by McLeish. It's going to be a free kick. Yes, a free kick. This Skilton, he'll make no mistake with this. He's only 25 yards out.
Triple Brownlow medalist, up he comes. It's on its way. It's swinging round. What about it? It's through. It's through. Baskin, this is going to be a close one. Comes out Skilton. Here's a go. He hooks it. Put it through.
Oh, it's lovely football. Baskin, as busy as you like. Pushed it right into the square.
So to try something back. He's kicked a couple and look at that pass. Oh-ho! But still, that's the way it goes. Siddolds goes for the tap down, gets it to Skilton. Skilton, a left foot snap. Oh, this is bounced through.
Wolves, his kick scramble in towards the centre. McLeish in there, gets it, turns nicely. Hand passes to Skilton. Skilton at centre half forward, a long kick. He's put it through. With the ball now. A bad kick, puts it in towards Gallagher and Skilton.
Too good. Playing well and strongly, Gleeson. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Waiting there is Skilton. Skilton blazes away from a long way out and he's popped it through. Oh, good goal. Big chance for South Melbourne. There they go. The ball tapped by Siddolds to Skilton. He hooks it around. This is close. It's through. Taken by Bryce. Almost grabbed by Dittrich, but he gets his kick in. Here they go. The big fellas set themselves. No mark. Picked up by Skilton. Oh, he falls then, steadies, and puts it right through.
Heatley, they just need to be able to get it up to the square. Here's Harvey. He's free, as he always does. Settles over it. Goals. Saints stay with him.
Saints back to within 15 points, though, and here they go out of the middle. Guess who? Great control by Harvey. This is good. Giving the impression that he wants to come back, but the way he's limping, I don't think he'll be back. Oh, Sirakoski almost. Healy at the back. Flips the ball on. Harvey. Good hands. Aussie. Go Aussie. Right to the goal square.
Oh, what a finish. What a finish.
I don't know whether I'm right or not, but Buckley did seem to have a little bit of a limp then when he walked in to kick. Keep an eye on him. Seems to be moving okay. Can't argue with that, though. Buckley's kick. Usually to a teammate, not so on this occasion. Harvey makes good position, had a great first quarter. Lovely ball by the Brownlow medalist. Kicks it in towards Heatley, and Heatley marks. Everett just starting to get into it in the second quarter. He's in the land of the missing in the first quarter, but Harvey was likewise. Oh, brilliant play. Any word you like. I couldn't find one, but that's superb. Well done.
Harvey tries to take Simmons on, does. Buys another 20 metres from hard on the boundary. That's a sensational kick.
Up it goes, and Brian Minor up it. Nichols with a beautiful tap down, gets the ball over, but Ian Stewart roving well for St Kilda almost. Gets it right up, and up goes. Get a hand pass out, but he's run out of steam, I would say. There's Stewart walking in the centre, doing it very well.
Umpire official letting it go. Eventually it's McKenzie who boots it back into the centre of the ground. And Stewart, no sooner said than done. I told you that he'd been playing well in a glorious moment from the Saints. Look at this, right into the arm. Stewart, a beauty. Oh, the crowd really showing their appreciation. There was concentration personified.
Picked up now and kicked in towards the centre of the ground. A chance for Stewart. Oh, look at Stewart.
Boy.
Flashes through the centre there and kicks right in towards that forward pocket. Griffiths marks. Griffiths gets the left foot into the centre. Benton and Stewart fly for it.
Oh, beauty.
Thrown in St Kilda's forward pocket. Up they go. The ball comes down to Stewart, who snaps away with the right foot. It's going to be close. He's put it through.
Pascoe now, kick to the half-back flank. Up goes Stewart. Oh! By O'Donnell, up to the half-forward flank. Stewart!
Middle, Minor. In they go. Big Jenkins on the ball. Pushed away by Greening. Greening tackles Stewart.
Bustling going on. Minor gets a tap down. Stewart now across here to the next half forward. The ball hits the ground. In comes Stewart now to relieve the pressure.
Ball bounced in the middle, and they go. Big Thompson hits back perfectly, but Stewart sharked it away. Over towards that centre wing position. Pitts and Stewart recovers again, kicks in and Neil. Kicks in towards the centre. Chance for Stewart in the middle of the pack and marks.
Oh, blimey.
Can he judge a ball?
He hung in mid-air then. Stewart now swings around, kicks to the flank position, and Evans was unloaded. Ross Smith now, a long hand pass towards Stewart, and look at this fella go. Stewart eventually gets his possession now. Got it from Moran. Griffiths up towards Stewart. The St Kilda skipper now. Where's he going? He swings around, eventually gets his kick in towards Trott. Up they come. Tuddenham puts his boot into it. In towards the centre, and Stewart, his opposing number one, pulls down the mark.